Hi guys, today we got the 2006 BMW 330i and customer brought it over. I took everything apart already and what I got is since everything took apart, so I mean you probably have to remove it yourself. Right there, there's a couple screw down here you can take out, 4 screw I believe, and then the batteries over there, that's pretty easy. So coming to the amp, we're gonna install 2 amps today and a kicker comp VR, and I'm gonna have to run, usually I run only one speaker wire out to the line out converter. I'm gonna use LC2. I'm gonna find the I'm gonna hook it up to the two rear speaker, maybe the front, but I don't know yet. I'm gonna find out. And then I'm gonna check and see if there's a remote wire right here. A customer hooked this up right there to the red and brown. That's not it. That's 12-volt constant, as you can see right here. It's power up without the keys on, so you don't want that to happen. I ran 2 speaker wire. I got one, I mean when I say 2 speaker wire, I mean 4 wire from the amplifier over there. And then I'm gonna hook it up to, as you can see, it go up like this. Whoop, I got it wrong earlier. I was just testing it. So you start off, you can remove this out. Right there, you start a positive, negative, positive, negative. So red is positive and black is negative. I got right here, I got the blue, white, and blue, brown. So blue, white is left front speaker. Blue, white is positive. So when I get closer here, I'm gonna kind of twist this out a little bit. This is blue. Shoot, I can't see that well. I don't know if it's blue, white, or blue. Getting old, can't see the color. Blue, white, blue, brown, blue, black, and blue, brown. Yeah, actually this one is blue, white, and then green, brown. So it's not blue, white, blue, brown. So it is blue, white is positive. So what I got stripper. If you don't have a stripper, you can use the lighter, lighter, and burn it and stretch it out. Make sure the radio is not on, so you don't have to have a short or something like that. So now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna kind of stretch this wire a little bit, cut it, get my cutter out here. Now I like to use this speaker wire as the a 14 gauge. 14 or 16 is fine. I cut about 1.5 inches, strip it about 1.5 inches. So it doesn't matter left or right at the moment. So blue white is positive. Just twist it right there a couple of times. So it's kind of hard for your stomach, especially when you hit around in the 50. It's kind of difficult. It's not, I'm not in my teens anymore. My young teen, I should say. That's back in the day in high school. Got all this system hooked up. I mean, don't know what we're doing. We just runs all kind of wire and burn up some wire, just like some people, maybe this guy try to do himself. Same thing. So I don't blame them. They want to learn something, but then it's just something that they can't do. They have to come to a professional, so that's normal. So now I'm gonna, right here, I'm gonna just keep moving it. Hope I don't breathe too loud on the video, because I'm right by the camera. I'm gonna strip this also. So the right front is blue black and green brown. I don't know, I might have to, whew, hard to breathe. So blue black, I got on the red. You see how I twist so it don't come out. And you see how I tape also. I just don't just tape one round. I move. When you're trying to lean with your stomach full of food, that's what you're getting. But it's Saturday, so I'm trying to, you know, working 6 days a week. Not rich from this, but just enough to pay bills. And YouTube, guy wonder why I put so much stuff on YouTube. Yeah, I make a little bit of money, but nothing big. Because, I mean, the more view, the better I get. But I really didn't care much. I mean, I just enjoy doing videos. So, nothing about, you know, they don't, YouTube don't give you that much money. So, and then the green brown is negative. Mostly anything with the brown on the BMW is negative. So I'm gonna put the amp back. Like I said, they took it off and I don't know where all the screws at. I'm gonna put it all back. So back over here, I don't want to bore everybody, so I'm kind of gonna have to show you just a tiny little bit. I made a hole. I made the 1-inch hole right there and 1-inch hole up there. I'm gonna strip the wire about 3/4. You probably can hear the system by the shop driving by. So what I kind of noticed, they use a 10mm right there. This is where you the terminal, the battery, positive battery terminal, it was pretty loose. That's not good for the system. So for the battery, I'm gonna tie that as 10 millimeter. I believe this is a 13 millimeter. But first of all, I'm gonna put this thing in first before I go to details. Going over here, and then, like I said, I'm not gonna plug anything in yet until I got the fuse and the fuse holder in. So now you can buy one of this tool right here at the I don't really show you Amazon stuff because I don't really go Amazon to buy tools. I just like to help our local business. I mean, online they making much money anyway. I don't care. So go to like Advanced Auto Parts, you know, that's a store that you want around you. Because when you need some tool, you order online, it take you days or a couple days, or could be the same day sometime, but it's not that simple. You want to support the local business. And so I got everything in right here. And then what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna try to figure out, I'm gonna put it right here. Reason I put it out here, that way the customer can see, oh, your fuse holders out or something. So what I'm gonna have to do right now, I got all the powers already ran to the amp over there already. I'm gonna tighten the 10 millimeters. When you're using this tool, make sure you're not hitting any ground. I'm gonna tighten that 10 millimeter first because it was pretty loose. So this box right here is all the fuse. See, now it's tight. So now, I believe it's 13 millimeter if I'm not wrong. Yep, 13 millimeter, half an inch. What I'm gonna do, I like to do it like this so people can just pull it off in case they wanna grab it out real quick. Make it to like a spade. I don't like to pull the whole thing out. So I'm gonna loose that right there. When you do that, you want to hold everything. You don't want to break any, damage anything. You see that this is rubber, so I'm kind of safe in a way. So now I loosen that thing. I'm gonna have to bend this down because this thing gotta, sometimes you can break that part and break this plastic right there, so it's easy to get in. I'm gonna take a plier, I have my right plier, and bend it like a 90 degree, like so, and then just shove it in right there. And then now I'm just gonna tighten it. So this is probably, like I said, be careful the metal surrounding you. And this was loose, so I got it tight. So now just leave it like that and put everything back. And hope I recorded. Alrighty. I got mainly everything done. I ran the power right here. I used a splitter because I'm using 2 amp. So I'm gonna explain just basically 1 amp so you don't get confused with this. So I got the speaker from the amplifier, factory amplifier. Got the positive, the negative, the positive, the negative to the speaker input. And then I also have the remote output to the amplifier. That'll say remote right here. And then I split it to the next one. I don't want to confuse you guys. So, and then I got the 12 volt right there. I'm gonna tap it with the 12 volt right here from the battery that go to this 12 volt right there. That's a 12 volt. And then I got the ground right there to the ground over here also. So you want to make sure you got the positive and negative, everything right before you turn everything on, before you blow up anything. And I'm gonna fix this later. What I usually do, I turn the amp on about halfway right there because this amp is not that strong. This amp is only about $100 at the Walmart. So I'm gonna leave it like that. I'm gonna turn it on and see if everything works. And then, oh, right there, you want to put this to the base output to the amp. In my case, I got 2, so I got to use a Y connector and the 1.5-inch RCA jacks. So let's try it, make sure it works first before I fix this up, make it look nice. Alright, I got everything installed, but it doesn't sound that great, so I'm gonna have to hook it up to the subwoofer. So the highs, the color code on the amplifier that I read, it doesn't sound right for some reason. Maybe the speaker doesn't sound right, his original speaker doesn't sound right. I'm not sure. I disconnected, it still sounds the same. Maybe the speaker. So I'm gonna hook it up to the subwoofer instead, and hopefully it will work, and this will be able to handle that. So guys, I'm back here at the luckily the customer pulled it out like this and made it easy for me to get to the wire. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna hook it up to the subwoofer output from here, which is the stick wire right there. You got the red, as I mentioned earlier in the beginning, you got red, red, white is positive on the left side. In this case, it's not red, white, it is, hold on, let me see something. You got, according to my diagram, it's red, white, and brown, yellow. So yeah, red, white, and brown, yellow right there. So we're gonna do that. That's what the customer did earlier too. So I got some sort of back feed. So I'm gonna hook it up to red, white is positive, and then brown, yellow is negative, and then also the other side is the red, blue, and brown, white. So red, blue right there, and brown, white is the other side. So I'm gonna take this out and twist it and then tap it right here and then see if it's got any interference like earlier. It basically back feeding if you hook it up to the high, the speaker, the front speaker output. After everything's hooked up and everything, once you open the door, this will come on, and then when you close your last door, I mean, it will come on for like almost 40 seconds. I mean, almost a minute, give it a take. So I mean, this is the best I can do. I mean, the way I charge customer, I mean, I cannot really make it really nice, and plus you can't see the amp anyway, so it's all closed, sealed. It's not for competition or sounds or anything like that. So this is the best I can do to make this thing come on. All the customer want is the sound, so I'm not really concentrate on the looks, because if I had to do the looks and everything, I had to spend a lot of time. I literally spent about 2.5 hours on this thing because going through the issue that I had. So earlier when I hook up the sound, even though I hook it up to the subwoofer from the factory amplifier, hook it up to here, I listen to the song, it just sounds distorted. It sounds like something is it just sounds bad. It doesn't, the tweeter sound like it's crackling and it's like it's not working. So I've been playing around with it for a few minutes, maybe about 20 minutes, not a few minutes. So I had to check everything. So I removed this part, just keep on just the front one right here, because when I used to do this car audio stuff with the line out converter, only hook up one side. So this time I put up two sides. Sometimes it interference and everything else, and then I come to a point where like, what is going on? I mean, I don't know why it sounds like that. And I call my buddy's like, man, I've never done it before. So I kind of stuck for a minute. Then I start playing with the trigger mode and everything. And then I changed the 200 ohms to ground. I don't think that's all the ground isolation thing. It's not that. So what I found out was the channel, the radio channel. So I play 106.7. I guess it's not get a good connection or something. I don't know. It just sounds like its speaker sounds bad. But anyway, I don't want to go too much of details. And now it sounds good. And I'm going to just call a customer and have them come pick it up.